Hi everyone. How do you like this? This is a proven winners. This color is called latte, and do you like it? Yeah. I like it.
It looks like a bridal bouquet. Look at that.
We
just take the plastic off.
Yeah, there we go. We can get married again. So how do you like that? That is called latte, and a lot of customers really like it. We like to mix it.
Especially with like a dark purple or a black, or there's the
black petunia. Those are amazing.
There's a purple that has that black.
Yeah, we mix them sometimes. They're cool.
Really
but anyway, we're going to be talking about a little bit about seeding today. And so today, one of my agendas is I've got to seed some marigolds and I've got to seed some leeks. And so we're going to be showing you that. But one of the questions that we get asked are, do you seed everything? And we don't. We used to seed most things. And one of our horticulture wholesale, she's like, man, you guys are old dinosaurs where you're just seeding everything, and you got to get with the times. And there's, you've seen the plugs, and we've got a plug tray of, this is hypostases. Big long name, also known as polka dot plant. This is one of my favorite. I think they're so cool. Take a look at those colors. So this is more of a shade loving, so it can't be in the sun. But I love that variegation in this. And so this is how our plug trays come.
Well, that's 2 plants.
Yep. Oh, that's a bonus one.
See that one? Too.
So we can split that one apart. But anyway, so this is a plug tray. This has 288 cells in it, so we call it a 288 tray. And so we take those plugs out and we will plant them into a flat of some sort. So yesterday we did wave petunias. So everybody was planting up wave petunias, and so this is
Great Lakes mix.
Yeah, Great Lakes mix. So
the Rana tags, you have to order more.
Another agenda for my jobs to do is remember to order some tags. But then we plant them into flats, whether they're the cells like this or the bigger ones or the smaller packs. And so the reason we've kind of gone to doing more plugs rather than seeding a lot ourselves is because we don't have to fire up our greenhouses so early. Like this stuff would have probably been started I don't know, like right after Christmas. So, you're talking 2 months, 3 months of heating greenhouses.
Because if you look, that's all plastic.
Yeah.
So at nighttime in Wisconsin,
yeah,
you're heating plastic.
It's the equivalent of opening all your doors in your house and just heating the yard.
Do you remember our first greenhouse season?
Yeah.
I got the bill, and luckily his parents were great advisors, and they said, save up, save up. You're gonna need it for winter. And that first heating bill, I cried. She cried. She's like,
it's only whatever.
It was March. And I'm like, we can't do this. We don't have any income until May. And
yeah. So
I've learned how to save.
Yep. So you got to save. We have to save up. So anyway, so the seeding, that's why we bring in the plug trays like we do. And it's kind of a controlled, and we buy ourselves in 2 months where we don't have to heat the greenhouses. And that's why we've gone to mostly plugs. But I am going to do the Fireball marigolds, and those are really, that's one we couldn't get in plugs.
Right.
So I'm going to seed them myself. And marigolds are very easy, and I'll show you that. There's a few things that we do.
Sometimes we do a second crop of stuff, or third crop, depending on the season.
Yeah, especially with we couldn't have planted enough marigolds last year. I mean, it was...
Yeah, we couldn't. And then we ended up planting, because 4th of July parade.
Yeah.
We close down for July 1st, and we hand out stuff 4th of July parade, and it's just a madhouse.
It's chaos.
He doesn't care for it because
I don't like.
But so our daughter is like, yes, it's 4th of July.
We do this big parade float with a 30-foot gooseneck trailer, and it's full of flowers.
And by the end, there's nothing.
And we give out flowers at the parade. Everybody else is throwing candy or whatever, and the kids get kind of bored after a while. They don't even pick up the candy. But we give out flowers, and people chase us. It's I don't like it, honestly.
Once it's done, you do.
It's like high anxiety for me, and just people like they're chasing you like, I want to plant, and they'll chase you for 3 blocks. And
well, anyways, we plant a lot of extra flowers for that.
Yeah.
That way,
like tens of thousands.
Yep.
So I'm going to plant up some extra marigolds, and we only have so much room in the greenhouses, so we can't. If we plant something, we have to be careful because we have to have space to grow it. So that's why I'm kind of doing these,
and we'll get
delayed.
into spacing plants at another time.
Yeah.
Because that's one of our debates when it comes to containers, but it also applies to
when you're planting up. We have different styles of planting, so that's another topic for another day. That's going to be like a roundtable discussion.
Zoe, you going to say hi?
Yeah, Zoe's here. But anyway, let's show.
Yeah,
I'm going to plant.
I'll do this.
I'm going to plant these. You grab the camera. Zoe, you want to help?
Zoe, say hi to everybody.
Zoe, you only got a few thousand of your friends saying hi. Okay, so these are coated. These are marigolds, and this is that fireball. And these are just really, really cool. And so I'm gonna plant these up. Marigolds are fun because they pop up so fast. So it's like I'll seed this. We'll get it covered. We'll get it in the propagation chamber. It has that bottom heat because we have heating mats, so it's going to sit at 85 degrees. Usually within the day, they're sprouting up and showing life. So, and these are coated seeds, so you'll see they look yellow.
Yep. Explain the coated.
So the coated is they take that seed and put a coating on it to help it last a little bit longer, so it has longer shelf life. And the coating is yellow, which is really nice. As I get older, it's harder and harder to see the seed, especially if it's really small, like a petunia seed. They're really fine. You can't hardly see them.
So in this one, you are not doing the plug cells. You have a flat tray that's empty and with soil in it.
Yep.
There's no individual, so you're just broadcasting it.
We're just directly sowing it to an open flat, and we're going to cover this up. And what the girls will do once these sprout up and once they're ready is they'll go through and just grab them and put them into the
So
flats.
we'll be separating out a lot.
Yep. So they just grab
it's not as quick as when they're in the plugs.
It's not as nice as the plugs, but it works for us. And our employees know how to deal with it, and they do very well. So nobody complains about it. I wouldn't want to do this on 500,000 plugs, but that's the way we do it. And then I want to Jane is one of our old-time employees, and she always asks me to plant up some leeks for her garden, so that's what I'm going to do here. And leek seed is pretty big. I don't know what she all does with the leeks.
I think she uses it just like an onion.
Yeah.
Just a mild onion.
But I always plant these up for her. So, and these are black, so it's hard to see. That's what the coating on the seed is nice with the yellow. You can see where you're going. So that's all there is to it with that. So again, just sowing it into an open flat, and then I'm going to go through, and this is germinating mix. So this is a really light, airy, and I've got this old. It's just a screen, a window screen, and you can just go through, and we want to put just a little coating over the top, just to cover up that seed.
So you'll be able to see it once we hit the marigolds with that yellow.
Yeah. Okay. So here, and they just go through and cover everything up.
So it's not like you're putting a thick layer on. It's just a light.
Just enough to cover it up. And then I'm going to go through and I'm going to put this in my propagation chamber. It's going to have that bottom heat, but first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to mist it. I've got a misting nozzle on my hose, and I don't want to just hammer this with water. I want to mist it because this germinating mix, especially putting it through this screen, it's really light, and hitting that with the hose would just blow it right off. So you really need that mist. So I've got a few nozzles, and that's what I use to just go through and just you want to get it wet and then come back through and get it wet again. I do that probably 3 or 4 times throughout the day and just let it really saturate and get soaked into that soil. because remember, all night long it's going to be heating. It's going to be sitting at 85 degrees, and so it'll dry out quickly if it's not wet enough. So we got to go through a few times and really get it to be wet all the way through. And then, you know, we'll check it tomorrow, probably by tomorrow or the next day. These marigolds will be, boom, they just pop right up.
Yeah, maybe by Saturday when we do the walkthrough, the Saturday stroll.
Yep.
Why don't you show the spray nozzle so that they can see that?
So this is the misting head, and I just go through and just get it wet. But you can see it's not blowing off that germinating mix. Just kind of once you get it wet, then it'll stay in place. And I want to just get it wet here, and then I'll go through and soak it and really, really soak it once this is kind of drawn that moisture in and just kind of sitting there. So
do you have any more seeds you need to plant today, or is that?
That was really it.
You just wanted to show that?
Yeah, I wanted to show that. So you can flip it back around. Take a look at some of these hanging baskets. Let me grab. It's a lot of fun where the color is really starting to pop. Yeah, we did not plant these that long ago.
I'm gonna grab that purple one I like.
So, I mean, everything is just exploding with growth, and now the hanging baskets are all starting to really crest over. We love this one. This is the magenta. So these are super petunias, magenta. We will talk about. We've had a lot of questions on what's the difference between a wave petunia and a super petunia. We'll get into that. And we'll explain that a little bit more in depth. We'll take our day and just really explain that, because that's a good question.
My favorite's on that.
Oh, okay. We'll have to skip that one. But anyway, so that's the agenda today. You're planting up some vines.
Yep.
So just in 4-inch pots. That's another topic for another day. We'll just talk about vines, because there's such variety in the vines,
and there's so much difference between like a sweet potato vine. Oh, there's a big difference in growth on what
just in the same ones.
Yeah.
Yep. Just in the same ones.
Yep.
Cooking anything, making anything. Next.
Maybe by the end of the week I'll have a video out on
new video for
maybe a pretzel salad. Ooh. Because we have holidays coming, and you're always expected, or you want to bring something, and it's a nice kind of fruity, pineapple-y pretzel salad.
Good easy one. Yeah.
Good easy one. Yeah.
Easy for me. I just grab the spoon and eat. So.
All right. Have a great rest of the day.
See ya.
Bye.